journals, they have made it mandatory that we are not supposed to follow these what we call as already predefined standards, but we have a standard of our own for a particular journal there. So it will be totally a new type of journal, or it may be a new type of style that an author is supposed to follow. So since you are familiar that we belong to social sciences, and what researchers have felt that the subjects that belong to social sciences or behavioral sciences, it becomes very much easier for them to follow the APA style. That's American Psychological Association style. It's basically a style, a citation and a referencing style that's based upon the philosophy of author date style. It's mandatory that an author is there. We prefer the last name of the author followed by the year in which he or she has written or authored that particular work there. And keeping the psychology of the users or the authors into view, they have made a style that will just cater the needs of the authors who belong to either social sciences or behavioral sciences. So when we just talk about APA as a style, it's all based upon author date style. It's all based upon an author and a date style will be there. Now make one thing sure that, say suppose if I just call some student here and name him. Usually many a times we see that we call upon a particular person by the name of his or her caste, like Vani Sahab or Mr. say Mr. Bhatt or Mr. say Khan will be there. So quite obvious, many a times you or some other person, they are more recognized by the surnames or the last name that they possess. Same has happened here also, that the same last name policy has been adopted by the APA people there, that you have to follow the last name of the author. Say suppose if some person is there, like we are having, like Wasim Khan is there. So it becomes that we are supposed to put the last name of the author, like Khan will be there, and it will be followed by the year in which he or she has published that particular work there. It can be like in 2008 or 2010 or 2011 can be there, 2012 can be there. So it all depends upon that when that particular author has authored that work. So in order to just make it very much easier, I'll just give a brief demonstration through a PowerPoint presentation that will make the things very much clearer and easier for you. That it is basically the author date citation system. Usually when we talk about citations, citations are of two types, one being the parenthetical one and another is the narrative citation. It all depends that how you cite. If you complete a particular sentence, you are giving a full-fledged narration of a particular sentence and it gets completed, then you are supposed to give the last name of the author followed by the year. And between the last name of the author and the year, you are supposed to just give a comma in order to just demarcate the last name of the author from the year there. And all the details are supposed to be given within the parenthesis. And when there will be two authors there, the two authors like Gul is there and Khan is there, both of them are the last name of the authors. And last name of the authors, they will be just separated by an ampersand there. But something different will be seen in case of a narrative citation. Say suppose if you are narrating something like Gul and Khan in 2008 said that Kashmir is a beautiful place. At that time, you don't have to just give an ampersand there, simply write A and D there, and only the year is supposed to be just put up within the parenthesis there. Or you can write it like this, like in 2008, Gul and Khan narrated something like Kashmir is a beautiful place. Since I have just demarcated and ampersand by the red section here, it makes clear that there is separate policy to be followed for the parenthetical citations and there is separate policy to be followed for the narrative type of citation there. Moving on to like work by a